Welcome to the story of the Prince's Heir. This is me. My name is Madison, and I'm a royal aide. That's a fancy way of saying that it's my job to look out for this guy, the prince. He just turned 20, and according to royal decree, it's time for him to start looking for a wife. Sheldonia has a number of strange customs, of which I'll explain as the story goes on, but for now, just know it's the prince's job to father a proper heir who will one day become prince himself. The prince is a good guy, but he's been raised in a mansion and given everything he needs in life, so he's not the best equipped to be on his own, which is why I'm here. We've been friends since we were kids, which made this whole arrangement even better. It's more like we're roommates than anything, except that I do most of the cleaning and all of the cooking, but it has its perks as well. The pay isn't bad, and all I really do is keep the prince out of trouble and report back to his parents. He doesn't know about the reporting part, though. I don't really plan on telling him about it. The prince isn't really excited about the prospect of getting married and settling down, but he is looking forward to meeting the ladies around town. It doesn't hurt that he's relatively charming and not entirely unfortunate looking. The fact that he's a prince with an insanely wealthy family doesn't hurt his chances either. But don't you worry, I'm going to keep the riffraff at bay and make sure that the women he's interested in are worthy of his family name. The prince isn't only interested in the young women around him, he's also interested in art. If he wasn't the crown prince of Sheldonia, I'm sure he'd have become an artist. Since he grew up in the castle with all the best tutors, it gave him the opportunity to really study his art. He's not actually that bad, and his private quarters look more like an art studio than anything. His walls are plastered with his paintings. He keeps threatening to paint me as well. I doubt it'll ever happen, but it's a nice thing to say. The prince even sells a few of his works, which brings some much-needed funds into the house. You see, his father wanted him to learn what it means to rule a city by having to make his own fortune and pave his own way. That means having a little money to expand his house on his own, but not with a regular job. Oh no, he's got to do so in a manner befitting his position, whatever that means. Personally, I think his father's way to encourage his son to marry quickly, as his father also promised a good deal of money to him once he's married, and even more so once he had a son. But in the meantime, he sells his art between long nights out and lavish meals. The prince has expensive tastes, and won't listen to me when it comes to money. But that doesn't bother me. I have my own savings safely nestled away in the Sheldonia National Bank. So let's get into the story, and we'll start with a late-night phone call from Zoe. It didn't take much more than that call to send the prince hurrying off to the local experimental restaurant. He met Zoe in front of the restaurant. The two chatted there for a while, in plain view of the city's most exclusive place to eat. Well, I'm pretty sure Zoe is not a gold digger. I do, however, think that she enjoys being seen out in public with the prince. It doesn't hurt that the prince has been obsessed with her since he first met her. I doubt he even took time to ask if she was single before he asked her out. The two of them make a pretty good pair, which makes me wonder whether the prince has already found his wife. Of course, only time will tell, as the prince has a wandering eye, something entirely encouraged by Sheldonia royal customs. Zoe really is a nice girl, and the two of them always have fun when they're out and about. I think she really likes how he flirts with her in public and compliments her. She's got expensive tastes, though, and I'm sure that she's not eating at this place on her own dime. The prince orders for the couple and they chat while they wait for their meal. It takes a while, but neither of them are particularly bothered. What was that? It's weird that I'm spying on them? It's my job. I've got to make sure he isn't making a total fool of himself in public. It's not like I could stop him even if he was, but it's still my job to know about it. Their food arrives. I'm not quite sure what it is. I actually don't think they know what it is. It must not be too bad because they scarf it down. It's a beautiful evening out. They stay for dessert, though they start to get restless as it takes just as long to arrive as their meal did. Oh my! That's quite the kiss in the middle of the restaurant. Zoe seems quite happy about it. Thankfully, their dessert arrives and the two sit back down. They must have been pretty full, because the evening ended pretty quickly. They part ways quickly after he pays for the meal. Now he's on his way back home to tell me all about his evening.